Are you still waiting for your $1,400 stimulus check while your friends and family have already received theirs? You're not alone. Millions of Americans are asking the same question. Where is my stimulus payment? If you're confused about whether you qualify, how much you'll receive, or when you'll get your payment, you're in the right place. It's even more frustrating when some Americans receive their payments as early as March 12, 2021, just one day after the American Rescue Plan was signed, while others are still checking their bank accounts daily. Today, we're going to break down everything you need to know about the latest round of stimulus checks, ensuring you understand exactly what you're entitled to and when you can expect to receive it. Before we dive deep into the details that could put money in your pocket, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on important financial updates that could affect your wallet. Also, leave a comment below letting us know if you've received your stimulus payment yet and when it arrived. This information helps other viewers track payment patterns in their area. The American Rescue Plan, signed into law on March 11, 2021, includes these $1,400 stimulus payments as part of a larger $1.9 trillion economic relief package. But why exactly are these payments being sent out? The ongoing economic impact of the pandemic has left many Americans struggling to make ends meet. These stimulus checks are designed to provide immediate relief to families and individuals while also stimulating the economy through increased consumer spending. In fact, the first batch of payments, totaling more than $242 billion, reached approximately 127 million Americans by March 24, 2021. You might be wondering, do I qualify for this payment? The answer depends on several factors, with income being the primary consideration for individuals. If your adjusted gross income is $75,000 or less, you'll receive the full $1,400 payment. For married couples filing jointly, the threshold is $150,000, and for heads of household, it's $112,500. But what happens if you earn more than these amounts? This is where things get interesting, and many Americans have found themselves in this gray area. Unlike previous stimulus payments, these checks have a shorter phase-out range. If you're an individual making between $75,000 and $80,000, you'll receive a reduced payment. The same applies to married couples earning between $150,000 and $160,000, and heads of household making between $112,500 and $120,000. If your income exceeds these upper limits, you won't receive a payment at all. This stricter income cap has left many Americans who received previous stimulus checks ineligible for this round. For example, a single person earning $78,000 would receive approximately $560 instead of the full $1,400, while someone earning $80,000 or more would receive nothing. But income isn't the only factor determining eligibility. You must also have a valid Social Security number and be either a U.S. citizen or a resident alien. For married couples filing jointly, only one spouse needs a Social Security number to receive a partial payment. However, both spouses must have valid Social Security numbers for the full amount. This is particularly relevant for mixed-status families, where one spouse might be in the process of obtaining their Social Security number. Let's talk about dependents, because this is where the new stimulus package becomes a game changer for many families. Under this plan, all dependents regardless of age qualify for the full $1,400 payment. This means college students, elderly dependents, and adult dependents with disabilities are all eligible. This is a major change from earlier stimulus payments that only included children under 17. For example, a family of 4 with 2 college-age dependents could receive up to $5,600, $1,400 each, assuming they meet the income requirements. The IRS began sending these payments to families with dependents in weekly batches starting March 24, 2021. Many people have asked about how their 2020 tax returns affect their stimulus eligibility. The IRS will use your most recent tax return on file to determine your eligibility and payment amount. If you haven't filed your 2020 return yet, they'll use your 2019 information. This could work in your favor if your income decreased in 2020, making you eligible for a larger payment or any payment at all. For instance, if you earned $85,000 in 2019 but only $70,000 in 2020, filing your 2020 return before the IRS processes your stimulus payment could mean the difference between receiving nothing and getting the full $1,400. The timing of your tax filing has become crucial in 2021. If you earned less in 2020 than in 2019, you'll want to file your 2020 return as soon as possible. But what if the IRS uses your 2019 return and you received a reduced payment or no payment at all, but your 2020 income would qualify you for more? Don't worry. You can claim the difference as a recovery rebate credit on your 2021 tax return. The IRS began processing these credits during the 2021 tax season, with many Americans seeing additional payments arriving in their accounts throughout the year. New parents have been particularly interested in stimulus payment eligibility. If you had a baby in 2020 or 2021, you could be eligible for additional stimulus money. For babies born in 2020, if you've reported them on your tax return, they should be included in your stimulus payment. The IRS began processing supplemental payments for new dependents in April 2021, with many families receiving these additional amounts in the following months. For babies born in 2021, you'll need to claim the stimulus money for them when you file your 2021 taxes. This means some families could receive an additional $1,400 during the 2022 tax season. The payment timeline has been a source of confusion for many. The IRS began sending payments immediately after the bill was signed, with direct deposits arriving first, followed by paper checks and debit cards. The first wave of direct deposits hit accounts between March 12th to 15th, 2021, with paper checks beginning to arrive the week of March 22nd, 2021. Economic Impact Payment, EIP, cards started shipping the week of March 29th, 2021. However, some eligible recipients might still be waiting. Why? Several factors could cause delays, including processing backlogs at the IRS, issues with your bank account information, or the need for manual review of certain tax situations. An important aspect that affects millions of Americans is the garnishment rules for these payments. Unlike the second stimulus payment, these $1,400 checks can be garnished for private debts like overdue credit card bills or medical debt. However, they cannot be garnished for federal or state debts except for delinquent child support payments. This means if you owe money to private creditors who have obtained a judgment against you, they could potentially seize your stimulus payment once it hits your bank account. Some states, like California, have passed legislation to protect stimulus payments from private debt collectors, but these protections vary by location. The situation for mixed-status families has evolved significantly since the first stimulus payment. If you're married to someone without a Social Security number, you can still receive a payment if you have one. Additionally, any children with Social Security numbers in these families are eligible for payments, even if one parent doesn't have one. This change, implemented in December 2020 and carried forward to the third stimulus payment, has made millions more families eligible for assistance. The IRS began processing these payments for mixed-status families in late March 2021. Retirees and Social Security recipients have faced unique challenges with these stimulus payments. If you receive Social Security Retirement, SSDI, SSI, Railroad Retirement Benefits, or Veterans Affairs benefits, you should automatically receive your stimulus payment the same way you receive your regular benefits. The Social Security Administration began sharing updated information with the IRS in late March 2021, leading to payments for these recipients starting April 7, 2021. Most of these payments were completed by April 21st, 2021, though some recipients waited longer due to processing complications. For those who don't typically file taxes because of low income, the IRS has maintained tools and resources to help you claim your payment. While you're not required to file a tax return to receive the stimulus, doing so could help ensure you receive it and any other tax credits you might be eligible for. The IRS Free File program remains available through October 15, 2021, allowing those with incomes of $72,000 or less to file their taxes for free and claim any missing stimulus payments. The difference between eligibility and actually receiving the payment has become a crucial point of confusion. Even if you qualify based on all the criteria we've discussed, you need to ensure the IRS has your correct information. This includes your current mailing address if you're expecting a paper check, or your direct deposit information for a faster payment. The IRS began sending payments to updated addresses and bank accounts provided through tax returns filed in early 2021, with supplemental payments continuing throughout the year. Payment amount discrepancies have been a common issue. The IRS's Get My Payment tool, which updates daily, allows you to check your payment status and amount. If you believe there's an error, you may need to claim the difference on your 2021 tax return as a recovery rebate credit. For example, if you had a child in 2020 but received your stimulus payment based on your 2019 return, you would need to claim the additional $1,400 for your child through this credit. The tax implications of stimulus payments have been a source of concern for many Americans. These payments are not taxable income, and you won't need to pay taxes on this money. They won't affect your tax refund or the amount you might owe when filing your return. Additionally, these payments don't count as income when determining eligibility for federal benefits like Medicaid or SNAP benefits. This clarification came from the IRS in April 2021. Providing relief to many who worried about their benefits being affected. Scam awareness has become increasingly important as stimulus payments roll out. The IRS will never call, text, email, or contact you on social media asking for personal or banking information. Any such requests are scams. Since March 2021, the Federal Trade Commission has reported thousands of stimulus-related scam attempts, with criminals using increasingly sophisticated methods to target recipients. The IRS communicates primarily through mail, and you should never give out personal information to unsolicited contacts claiming to be from the IRS. Looking ahead, many are asking about the possibility of future stimulus payments. While this video focuses on the current $1,400 payments, it's important to stay informed about any future economic relief measures that might be introduced. The IRS continues to process plus-up payments and adjustments based on 2020 tax returns throughout 2021, meaning some Americans might still receive additional funds even months after the initial rollout. Now that you understand who qualifies and what to expect, take action to ensure you receive your payment if you're eligible. Check the IRS Get My Payment tool. Make sure your information is up to date and file your taxes if you haven't already. Remember, even if you don't qualify for the full amount, you might be eligible for a partial payment. The IRS continues to process returns and send payments, with some Americans receiving their stimulus money well into late 2021. For those who haven't received their payment or received less than expected, keep detailed records of your attempts to resolve the issue. The IRS has designated certain days for phone assistance, but the wait times can be long. Many taxpayers have found success by creating an online account at irs.gov, which provides additional information about their stimulus payment status and allows them to view their tax records. Understanding these stimulus payments and taking appropriate action could mean the difference between receiving nothing and getting thousands of dollars for your family. The IRS has already distributed hundreds of billions in stimulus payments, but millions of eligible Americans are still waiting for their money or need to take action to receive it. If you found this information helpful, Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on stimulus payments and other financial news that affects you. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any important updates. Drop a comment below with any questions you still have about stimulus payments. We read every comment and try to address common questions in future videos. Also, share your payment timeline if you've received your stimulus. This helps other viewers understand what to expect. Thanks for watching, and remember to stay informed about your financial rights and benefits. These stimulus payments represent significant financial support for eligible Americans, and understanding your eligibility and taking the necessary steps to receive your payment is crucial. We'll see you in the next video with more important financial updates and information you need to know.